about today's show, and we are going to talk about marketing. So let's get started. Are you trying to figure out what to do next in your marketing? Well, Amy and I are going to talk to you about that very subject today. I am so excited that you are all here watching. If you want to leave us comments, they're going to show up below, just like the title of the show does, and you can interact with us. We are happy to have you, and we are so excited. But right now, I want to get to know Amy. So, Amy, tell us a little bit about you and answer this question for me. Why are you passionate about helping people with their branding using your zone of genius?
Ooh. A little bit about me is I am an allergy sufferer and I'm considered what's a hidden consumer. So when it comes to marketing, my goal is to help other companies find out who their hidden consumer is. So my zone of genius is understanding how to make your brand stand out and find the people who really need your product.
I love that. So I'm sure we're going to get deeper into that. That's some interesting stuff there, Amy. So I think that I'm a photographer, and so I think my passion about helping people with their branding is
Mhm.
just letting them understand that you are your brand, and the images that you present of yourself, that's literally the biggest part of your marketing strategy, or it should be, because that first impression, those follow-up impressions, they're either going to attract or repel your ideal clients. And when people don't think about how those are affecting the psychological way people view us, they're missing like the obvious, because we're all putting up our pictures, we're all doing this, we're all using our branding and all these messages that we're using. And it's like, you already got to do it. Like, this isn't over and above. Like, you got to put that picture up, like put the right one up that's conveying those emotions. So I love to show people the beauty that they already have inside themselves, and
Yeah.
the power and the strength they have that sometimes they don't realize. So that's kind of what I'm passionate about when it comes to that. So
I
I
love
love that you have incorporated like allergies. Hey, somebody's saying hey to us. Um, I love that, because you've suffered from allergies, you've actually like turned that into like a,
it.
the business opportunity, like using what you've learned. That's really awesome. I'm very excited to hear more about that. So, why is having a mission so important for professionals to thrive in life and business? We're really talking about this month's shows, really talking about your executive voice, and I think your mission is really important. So, tell us why you think having a mission is important.
Well, this is fascinating for this question only because when I opened, my mission was to help small businesses, and it really guided me on turning around because I opened about 11 days before COVID shut the world down. I stayed in business. I stayed true to my mission, but my mission wasn't fulfilling to me. And I knew I needed to switch that. So your mission is important because it's your guide. It's how do you make the right decisions for you and your business as you move down the road, as things expand and as you're growing. You need a guidepost. Otherwise, you're going to end up in every other direction without an actual straight course to stay on. That's why I ended up really switching into the allergies, is because I got off course and it wasn't fulfilling me. So I had to that's why my rebranding has now started, because I'm like, I've got to fulfill my purpose and have it something to actively do with my company that benefits other people.
Absolutely. It is your guide. It's what keeps you on track. It help when you're making those decisions. My mission is to empower, encourage, and educate. So every time I do something, I like if people that know me know, I always have these like really cool ideas, like bright, shiny things. I get so excited. I get excited about new technology, new like shiny stuff. Like I can go down the biggest rabbit hole on whatever it is. So I have learned that whenever I like get all excited about something, I literally say, is this going to inspire someone? Is this going to empower someone? Is this going to educate someone? How is this going to help my target audience? And if I can't justify that it is actually going to do any of those things, then I'm like, you know what? This is really cool and really fun, but this maybe will be something that I can do to entertain myself. Right now is work time, so let's get back on track because I literally have missions are like a roadmap guiding you
Yep.
absolutely. And if you don't have that, I think it's so easy for us to get overwhelmed with we got to pay the bills, we got to do
Yes.
this, we got to do that, and we forget where we're actually going, and we're just treading water instead of swimming forward. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly where I was.
we've all been there. Like I still have to check myself because I get
Right?
so excited about, and I'm like, wait, I'm spending all this time making this silly page of my website so cool and beautiful, but what's the point of it? Or me, I'll sit there in Photoshop and make these really cool flyers or really cool things, and it's like, why? Okay,
Right?
how how has there we go. The question that we were already saying, like, how have you not followed your mission? And how's that been a problem for you in the past? And how did you get yourself? That's why Monica put the question up. She's like, stop talking. That's the next question. Yes, I know. I get ahead of myself. We're having conversation.
It's
So
like
tell on yourself. You already have a little bit. Tell on
I
yourself, Amy. When did life happen and you were just being human and did not follow that mission?
oh my god, that's been this year. So, when I opened to be a business analyst to small businesses. COVID happened, like, "Nope, that's not happening. How do we keep small businesses open? Because I can still help." So I went into using my data analysis, and Google Analytics 4 was my jam, and I worked on websites, and then this year happened, and it started at the end of last year, and I was helping businesses, but I wasn't really helping businesses, and it wasn't connecting to me that I was already off my path of what my mission was. And everything literally came to a head 3 weeks ago. My brand was stolen. My brand was so good, someone stole it, which I discovered about a year and a half ago with tech issues. I had a issue with a client that really was, I really am not doing what I need to do to help small businesses, and I'm more of a thorn in their side because I don't know how to deal with websites that people have this emotional attachment to. It's an object. You can change it. It should be focused on who you want to work with. Take the emotion out. I can't, I'm not really good at that. Um, and then I realized, am I happy? Am I doing what I know is my purpose? And I'm like, I was just doing what I needed to get through COVID. Okay, COVID's over. What's next? And that's when I really am like, what I wanted to do when I opened my business was focus on people with allergies and health concerns who are ignored in marketing. And the minute I said, I'm shutting down, I'm going to only focus on this. I'm not bringing in new clients for the SEO side or website side. I'm just going to focus on allergy people. I'm already like, clients are falling at me and I don't know where they're coming from. I'm like, wait, what? I did 2 LinkedIn lives, and I'm meeting CEOs of watchdog groups, and I'm meeting lawyer groups who are trying to change the tax code. And all of a sudden, I feel so on track and back with my mission that it's just opening up a world around me. And I think the biggest difference was I was struggling in my old business. Business is easy now. And that's one of the key factors to think about. If you're struggling to get business, is it because you're doing what you should be doing to make your money? Or are you not fulfilling your purpose? And that's where your problem's coming in.
I love that. First of all, I could literally feel Monica rolling her eyes when you were like, I don't understand people that have emotional attachments to their website because We had this conversation a few years ago when Monica's like, "Your website's not that great, Peggy." I'm like, "It is. It's beautiful." She's like, "How many people are clicking on it?" I'm like, "But it's beautiful."
Mana and I need to have a chat.
Yes. So trust me, I could feel her going, "See, yes, Peggy." Um, but I think for me, I know that I was at a place, and it felt like I was this little person trying to get over this big step, like trying to climb this step, and I felt like just couldn't get up that step. And then when I moved just a little bit in my business, it was like it was an escalator. There wasn't even steps to take. It was just like so easy, and it was like, oh, oh, and I think that that's exactly what happens is when we get away from our map, when we get we're or we get so focused on the little details and we don't step back and look and say, "Oh, there's a clear path right here. Let me just turn a little bit to the left. That path is going there." And we're just so focused on we can't get through this thing, and we don't step back and go, "Wait, what are we doing? Where are we going?" And oh, here we go. That's how we can get there. And life's supposed to be easy.
Yeah.
Life's supposed to be good. Like, I don't know who told us that if you're not struggling, you're not doing it right. If there's no pain, no gain, that's actually not true.
It's not.
Pain is there to show us that we are hurting, like we need to stop. Like that's like
Doing something wrong. Let's change the
something's
course.
wrong's happening. My knee is hurting. Something needs to change, you know? But yet we're so brainwashed and indoctrinated with no pain, no gain that we think if life is easy, then we must be doing something wrong. Like you can't be happy and making money, then you're not really doing your it's like, why? Life should be easy. Life, like, what's the point of all this if you're just gonna be miserable all the time?
Right.
Like, doesn't
Yeah.
even
Or the thought process, you have to work like 80-hour weeks as an entrepreneur with no days off. Like your last vacation was 3 years ago. Like, no, you're not going to get me at my best if I'm working that. I will take like 4 weeks off a year because it's my company and I can.
yeah, I'm a bit guilty on that. It's like one of those things like, is it really work though?
In my previous business, yes, yes, it was really work. It's not right now.
Yeah, yesterday I had a huge client. I was retouching a massive amount of images and making posters and stuff, and I literally had to go get my bouncy out of the back and my rebounder thing and set it next to me so I could at least stand up and move because I was here for a long. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's I'm guilty of that. Yes,
Yep.
it is. It is work. Okay, fine. Fine.
Nothing like being, outed on a live show.
I know. I know. I know. I work hard at it. I don't know. So let's talk about who we should talk to and who we should ask for help when we want to strengthen our mission. Like who should we reach out to?
I say the first thing you need to do is reach out to who your accountability partners are. Talk to them about what your mission is, what do they see? Because that was one of my biggest learnings is my accountability partners were like, when I told them I was finally making this shift, they're like, it's about bleeping time. Because the people around you see it. You're so stuck in the eye of the storm, you don't know what's happening around you. So
Mhm.
you need to find those external people. Then what you really should do is find, maybe pay someone for some advice and say, get an outsider's view that doesn't know you in your inner circle, right? This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. What would you see and do differently? So is that a business counselor, whatever it feels right to find and talk to someone that doesn't really know a lot to give you a different opinion.
Your tribe, yeah.
Yep.
I absolutely agree with everything you said. I'm gonna yes and that. I'm gonna say not only that, but take the time to just not consult anyone. Take some time to really figure out what you want to do. What
Yes.
is your mission? Not what people have always told you you should do, not what people have said you're really good at this, you should do that. You're so talented at this, you should do that. Like just take some time away and think about what you want. What is that thing that you really want your life to look like? How are you going to get there? And what do you need to do to accomplish that? And, how do you want to present your business? Before you talk to anyone else, get that, figure it out for yourself. A
Mhm.
lot of times I'm saying, listen to the people who have done this and that. But this, I really feel like don't listen to anybody until you know. And then go do all the things you just said. Once you're like, this is what I'm doing, then go talk to those people and get some insights and some other perspectives of how your vision can grow and you can put that mission into place.
Yep.
So I think
Yep.
that that's really important. And I don't think that it's I'm gonna tell on my daughter. My daughter was here a few months ago. I did a 5-day challenge, and I needed help physically, like, I needed help. Plus, she was at a time where she's about to change careers, and I wanted her to take my 5-day challenge, even though it was for photographers. I knew it would make her think, and, she didn't say anything for, like, a month, and then she's like, I think you brainwashed me because now I'm thinking like what I want to do and I'm not going to get another job. I'm going to start my own business. I've actually always wanted to do this. And it was so funny because it's because she took the time to not listen to what you're supposed to do. Not, she was in corporate America making good money and she thought, well, hey, I've succeeded. My mom's an entrepreneur and I'm doing this the right way. Went to
Right.
college, I got my degrees, I'm doing the right thing. And she's like, I've learned a lot of lessons and I appreciate all of this, but I really want to do this thing.
Yep.
And it's because she stopped listening to all the other outside and really thought, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
And so I think that's just really important that we take the time to do that. I really do.
Yeah, and I think in my case, I already knew what I wanted to do, so it made it that much easier.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of people don't. Like I'm surprised when I talk to people because I've always like there is no question what I want to do. People that know me know exactly what I want to do, and they know the way I feel like I'm going to accomplish that. Like, there's never been a question, but I am shocked at the people that like they don't really know. They're just like kind of floating around, doing what people encourage them to do. And I was like, why would you do something because somebody told you to do it? Like that's weird, right? Why would you listen to somebody that wants you to do something and you didn't want to do it? Like mind blowing. When I
Oh
people that
god.
have gone to school to be a doctor because their dad wanted to be a doctor, I'm like, you went to school how long? And you didn't want to do that? No, thank
I
you.
I did that too. I did that too. I started a server at the end of last year. I'm like, "I don't want more website work." And guess what I have? Got a server.
Yep.
Don't do
So
it. Don't
funny.
do it. Listen to your gut.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm the smartest person on how to run my own life. Like, because I've been living in this body for like a long time.
Right? Right.
I've
Yeah.
been living with these thoughts, living with this brain, like the whole thing. Like I kind
Mhm.
of, I kind of know,
Uh-huh.
kind of know.
We need to trust ourselves more is at the
But
end of
the
the
other
day.
thing is taking the time to back away because you can get so focused on, what's right there, you can't see anything.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, it's
Unless something
important. It's
drastic,
important.
traumatic
All right,
happens.
now the speed round, the power round. One tip to build your brand by focusing on your mission.
One tip. I would say to focus on your mission is understand who you are and what you want to do. because that will make your mission understandable, but you won't have to put a lot of thought into what your next step is because it's already part of what you want to achieve.
All right. My one tip to build your brand by focusing on your mission. Now, brand is how you show up in everything, not just your images, not just your colors and your logos, it's your messaging. And I think my one tip is put your mission statement somewhere where you can see it
Yes.
and really let that be your map and let that guide every decision you make, every post that you make, everything that you do. Make sure that you are following that path and checking those boxes of what your actual mission is. That's it. That's my tip. Post it. A post it.
Ooh, I like that.
A post it. That's as great as it comes, right?
Yep, yep.
Well, Amy, tell people how they can get a hold of you and where they can find you. If you have anything coming up, let us know what is going on.
So the big thing for me right now is you can find me on LinkedIn. I do have some Facebooks and Instagrams, but you find me, I am almost always on LinkedIn at Amy Graves. AMG Innovative Consultants is the current company name. Stolen. We're changing that up. Just hasn't been decided yet. Big things coming up as I wrote a book called, it's currently titled The Corn Dilemma, will be out in 2024. We're looking at changing that name as well because it's a much broader scope now that it's written. So there's some things changing up. So if you're curious, there will be a link to sign up for my email list to find out when my book will be out, find out more about me, my allergies, and why allergies are so important to my business, and all that fun stuff. Otherwise, just find me on LinkedIn because that is where you will find all the good information about what I'm up to.
Yay. All right. Well, we'll head over to LinkedIn and connect with Amy. For me, I have a workshop coming up in a couple of weeks on August 14th. And of course, it's designed for professional photographers, but it is going to be some amazing marketing tips. So if you want to know more about that, schedule a call with me and see what we can do. Go to www.headshotstrategist.com/let's chat. And I would love to get to know you. I have challenged myself to talk to 10 new people every month. And the month is almost out, and I haven't quite made those 10 people. So I would love for you to book a call with me so I can get to know about you and your business. All right. And now I'm going to give it over to Monica so she can tell us what's going on in the community. And yes, thank you. I got if you are a professional photographer, you need to hang out. This is where all the cool kids hang out. Go to my.timebender.world, sign in. It is an amazing community where we hang out, have fun, photo challenges, help each other, workshops, one-on-one coaching. It all happens at the Time Benders. So absolutely. All right, now Monica.
All right. Well, today's show was awesome. Did anybody else enjoy Amy's laugh as much as I did? I don't know. I think I did. Anywho, I am here to give you your announcements for the Mingle community. Now, first things first, if you've enjoyed this show and you want to join us on a regular basis, you can every Wednesday at 9 a.m. and Thursdays at 2 p.m. You can join the conversation, be a co-host on the couch, and have your comments right on the screen. But if you want to be on the screen with us, we would love to have you. Just go to minklifemotivation.com/live, and you can actually see yourself on the screen having the conversation with some of our co-hosts. If you want to watch the show on the go, well, we got something for you as well. You can listen to the show anywhere that you find your podcast. Just search Mink Life Motivation Live, and right there will be our regular scheduled programming. Tomorrow, there will be no show because we have what's next for your business. That's right. On August 24th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., we are going to be figuring out what's next for your life, for your business in the areas of leadership, teamwork, workflow, sales, product development, and business blueprint. You are not going to want to miss the amazing people that we have lined up for you to help you tap into your mission on a bigger, grander way moving forward for the rest of the year. So you can get tickets at minklifeuniversity.com, or you can go to nextglobalvirtualconference.com in order to get tickets. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. That's all. Back to you, Peggy.
Thank you. Lost audio.